Guys, my name is Francis. I served 4 years in Ukraine, and today we're gonna be talking about the drone on the front line that is scaring me the most. I still have nightmare at night because of that thing. In Slavic folklore, the Baba Yaga is a terrifying witch which flies through the night to snatch away the unwary. In 2025, that legend became a reality on the battlefield of Ukraine, but it was not a witch, it's the vampire hexacopter, a heavy lift bomber that has become the most feared weapon on the front line. Why do Russians call it a vampire? It's because it only hunts at night. It has amazing thermal capability, and every time you hear the hum of its six rotors, it's already too late. So today we're gonna be breaking down the tech, payload, and the surprising role this drone plays as a frontline delivery service. The Vampire was developed by the Ukrainian company Skyfall. The Vampire is not your average plastic quadricopter. It's a massive industrial grade hexacopter designed for endurance and heavy lifting. Speed, it can fly approximately 40 km per hour or 25 mile per hour when fully loaded, and it can fly up to 60 km per hour, up to 35 mile per hour when empty. For its operational range, the early version were pushing 10 kilometers. But now, with updates and everything, the latest models from 2025 can go between 30 to 40 kilometer distance from the position. The drone itself is very heavy, but it can carry payloads up to 15 kgs, which is 33 pounds. And sometime you can play with the settings. Let's say if you need to go farther, you can reduce the payload to allow the drones to go hit farther, or you can have fully capacity payload and go hit some place which are at a shorter distance. The Vampire uses a bispectral camera with high resolution thermal imaging. It sees heat signature through smoke, fog, and total darkness. It features a hardened GNSS antenna, making it highly resistant to Russian electronic warfare, jamming that normally brings down smaller FPV drones. The Vampire was named the most effective weapon of the year 2025. In 2025, the Vampire was officially ranked as the most lethal drone by the Ukraine's Army of Drones program. It conducted over 2.5 million of missions in one single year. Now, its type of ammunition, it doesn't just drop grenades, it drops TM62 anti-tank mines directly on roads or vehicles' roofs. It can carry modified 82 millimeters or 120 millimeter mortar shell. Hell nah. Guys, I spent 8 months at the hospital because the 820 mortar shell hit me from a Russian mortar team. Hell nah. One of its most lethal features is acting as a signal repeater. It flies high, acting as a relay for smaller, shorter range FPV drone, allowing them to strike deep behind enemy lines, where they otherwise couldn't reach. The Vampire made approximately billions of dollars in losses, tanks, fuel depots, and fortified bunker, which was all wiped out by a drone that cost less than 20,000 USD. But there is a part you won't see in the headlines. The Baba Yaga is also a savior in 2025. Frontline position often becomes cut off from logistical route, which means no trucks or soldier can go through. So the Vampire is also used as cargo. It can carry up to 15 kgs of stuff. It carries medical supplies, food, clothing, ammunition, fuel directly to soldier on positions. So for me in 2025 into 2026, I was working in a drone team, and we had a vampire a lot of time just bringing us fuel. At some point, he brought us a generator because ours was broken. Brought us food, so it's a life changer because during the rainy months, battlefield becomes just like puddle of mud, and all cars and armored vehicle get stuck and cannot reach to you. And so yeah, especially before winter when there is that transition between wet into frozen ground, there is a few weeks there where it's very hard to vehicle to reach you. So vampires are extremely efficient in delivering any kind of supplies. So thank God, I'm very grateful for the bomber teams that we had at our unit. Thank you, guys. And of course, it can drops water. That's the most important. Water and food. So basically, it's like the Uber Eat of the skies, or in Ukraine we say the Glovo. Let's talk about the psychological warfare, why it terrifies the enemy. So the fear is real. Russian soldiers have reported that the drone is almost impossible to shoot down with small arm because it flies at night and is built to survive multiple hits. That's created a psychological no-go zone. If you move at night, the witch is watching. There's also truth on the Ukrainian side, as in my story I said, it fucks you up psychologically. Russia has tried everything from drone catchers to high frequency jammers, but the vampire keeps evolving. In 2025 alone, Skyfall implemented over 100 software and hardware change to stay ahead of the curve. Personal story, it was summer 2024. We were running assault operations inside a forest north of Kharkiv. At some point, it was day 3 of the assault. Me and my buddy Hawk, is a U.S. Marine, is from the USA. Shout out Hawk, I hope you're doing good, bro. We were called up to go defend a the line. Basically, they had just cleared the foxhole from the enemy, and we had to hold the position. We arrived there maybe at 9 o'clock at night, and the foxhole, like they fried the hell out of that foxhole, and it smelled like death. It smelled like burning smoke. It was hard to tell, but it was all fucked. We decided to run 2 hours shift. I will be awake 2 hours, then wake him up, and then we will be rotating all night. Throughout the whole night, there was a Russian vampire flying, going in and out, and you could hear that thing. It sounded like a lawnmower coming and just flying in the sky. Huge ass thing. Sounds like a lawnmower with a loud motor or something just flying, and that thing will be flying right above us. I'm not joking. Right above us, okay? And it will we will I will hear it coming from far away. It will fly over a position, and then I remember every time it was flying over all, I was praying like, please keep going, please keep going, please keep going, because I knew if it had stopped above us and dropped its payload, it was over for me and Ark. I don't know how, I don't know why it didn't drop on us. That thing has very good thermal vision, and we were just there in the foxhole. There was no real thermal protection. Yeah, we put some kind of a tarp or a poncho above to hide from the sky, but it doesn't do anything against thermal. So I was scared, man. And by some miracle, every time it passed, it didn't stop over us. It moved, keep going, and it was a huge forest, very a lot of trees, bushy, so you cannot see very good. But it will just keep going, maybe 50 meter, just on our left, and then drop two huge ass payload, man. Drop one, boom, and then you will see the flash. Then drop another one, boom, see the other flash, and then it will make its way back to base. And I don't know who were the guys, because we were in that forest. There was guys from Kraken, guys from Artem. Okay, we were all working together. Those guys were not our guys, but I knew that those guys that were there getting smoked by the vampire, they were cooked. And every time we will go back to base, there was 30 minutes of break, of pause. But then 30 minutes will pass, and then you will hear that thing flying towards our position once again. And it did that all night long. And you will say, well, why didn't you like just shoot at it? Well, first of all, look at the sky, you don't see it. And also, let's say I shoot at it, I missed, then they detect the flash, and then they're like, oh, look, there's two guys there. Yeah, we're gonna come back. So didn't want to be detected. I didn't want to make them angry. We could not see that thing anyway. It's full of leaves, branches, could not see it. And I didn't want to take any chance. But I'm glad we survived that day. So, guys, in conclusion, the vampire is, man, it's a huge asset on the battlefield, and it becomes more and more. It costs less and less to build them. The company Skyfall keep developing new versions that works better, that are more efficient. So yeah, man, if you want to come in Ukraine and become a vampire pilot, I'm sure there's a lot of position available that can be a good way for you if you want to come fight in Ukraine. If you are looking to learn about FPV drones, I made a FPV combat FPV course. It's on this channel. Just go look at the playlist, combat FPV course. But yeah, I'm telling you, vampires, man, I hate those guys. I absolutely hate. I still, man, I cannot. If I hear a freaking lawnmower or a freaking a scooter driving in the street, man, my heart start beating, right? And so, yeah, listen, guys, I hope you learned something today. Be careful out there. Make sure you subscribe to the Dozer Freedom channel. Gonna be pushing more informative video about conventional warfare. So yeah, any support is appreciated. We have a Patreon also. Subscribe to our Instagram, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. All right, guys, peace.